What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. It's the branded dude guys. New replay here. We're going up against Crystron. I believe this is going to be the first matchup I will be uploading against this deck, Crystron. Synchro based deck guys. They do bring out Infinity, Dawn Dragster. They have the Crystron cluster which can pop cards. So yeah, let's see how we do guys. We are playing branded 60 card, no grass, but we are playing the deer package. I have been lately contemplating that it's time for me to cut down from 60 to maybe 50 or below. But yeah, you know, I'm kind of committed. Well, I'm really committed to that 60 card build. But yeah, guys, anyways, we will see how that goes. So let's go here. Rock, paper, scissors. My opponent won and he chose to go first. So yeah, you see in our opening hands, I open a Luber, Lebellion, Duplication, Opening, and Owlbears. The Bestials are completely useless against Crystron because all their monsters are just water. Opponent opens Crystron, Side Tree, Fafnir, sorry if I butchered the names guys, Crystron Inclusion, Talents, and Tristaros. So yeah, he's going first, so he goes to main phase, normal summon Tristaros, then activate Inclusion, which searches for Sulfado. And then now he's going to use Sulfado, popping Inclusion to special summon itself, and then it will activate its on summon effect to mull Foolish Burial 2 Crystron cards. So he Foolish Burial Smiger and also Thighs. I'm not going to say the full name there, guys. Banishes Smiger for its effect to search a Crystron card, which will be the trap. He then synchros into the new Crystron Synchro. I think this is a new one. Yeah, it should be Skeletus, which on summon will get a search. So he's going to search it will add a Crystron card from grave or banished. He's now going to activate Tristaros effect, basically banishing itself. He can pop a synchro on the field, and he can special summon 2 Crystron monsters from deck. So yeah, he's popping the synchro, summoning a copy of Sulfado and also Fafnir. Moving on, here my opponent then will trigger on rares the Synchro's effect. Basically, when it's destroyed, he can special summon a Crystron card that is banished. I think banished specifically. Oh, engrave or banished. But he's going to reborn the Tristaros from banished. He's then going to synchro off into Dawn Dragster, which is basically a spell or trap negates activation specifically. My opponent then activates Thighs, banishing itself, and adds a copy of Tristaros from deck to hand. Guess as follow-up. He's now going to trigger Crystron, Fafnir. Basically, he's going to discard a card, reborn Fafnir, and then destroy a card on the field. Now here, I remember a long time ago, there was a ruling thing where something about Fafnir and this effect. So I'm not sure if he's able to or allowed to use Fafnir's effect and then pop itself as well. If it's possible, do let me know in the comments below down guys, but here I am not exactly sure if he's actually allowed to do it. So yeah, I was also a bit concerned when this was happening because I remembered about watching a video about this where there was a ruling about this, but I tried to search online, I couldn't find anything. So yeah guys, if you do know the ruling, do let me know. Anyways, Fafnir pop itself and then trigger its effect to summon another copy of Fafnir, overlays into Nova, overlays into Infinity. Now he has one Omni negate and one spell or trap negate. He then uses Inclusion's effect, banishing itself to reborn Tristaros. I swear this card has been reborn so many times in one turn. And he sets the trap card and passes turn. We draw into Quem, which is unfortunate, but yeah, let's see what we can do. So we go Bestial Lebellion, and here we search for Sarania. I could have searched for Jerusalem, but the issue is it's only worth searching Jerusalem because only if my opponent had a light to dark in his grave. He just has water monsters, so I decided, we will search Sarania. We normal summon Owlbear's effect, discarding Quem, so now Bestial Sarania has a way to summon itself if we ever use that effect. But here with Owlbears, we're trying to force Infinity as well. But here my opponent does chain Crystron Tristaros, and 2 Tristaros he chains the trap card, popping our Owlbears. So yeah, Owlbears will not resolve. He shuffles back Sulfado, special summons a copy of Sulfado for Tristaros effect, and here performs a synchro. He goes into another copy of Dawn Dragster, and guys, listen, that's it. GG's. Omni negate, 2 spell and trap negates. Yeah, we're not getting anywhere through that. So opponent takes game number 1. We go to game number 2. Game number 2, we open Owlbears, Super Poly, in white, Deployment, and Branded Fusion. Opponent opens Nibiru, Sulfado, Thighs, Fuolos, and Smiger. So yeah, let's see how we do. So we go to main phase, activating Deployment, which gets chained with chain 2 with Fualo, so my opponent gets a draw here, summoning Cortesia, obviously, and my opponent draws into Crystron Inclusion. We then go Branded Fusion here, so we don't get Astro, so we're going to Albion the Branded. We don't trigger Albion the Branded's effect, but my opponent now draws into Ash Blossom Tihi, a little too late. Tribute to Albion, summon Bestial Rebellion. Bestial Rebellion will place Branded Regain, because here I was attempting to go for the Lad line. So obviously one of these two monsters would get banished, so Regain could help shuffle back and draw, so that's why I put that there. And we set Super Poly attempt to go to end phase. In end phase we activate Albion the Branded, which gets hit with Ash Blossom, unfortunately. So all we have is Cortesia and Super Poly. So yeah, with pass turn, my opponent draws into Tropa Tactics Talent, goes to main phase, activates Inclusion. We don't chain Cortesia here yet, we just hold on to it. With Inclusion, what did he search? Was it so? No, he searched for Tristaris, I believe, if I remember. Normal summon Tristaris, then he's going to trigger activate Sulfado's effect, popping Inclusion to special summon itself. On summon effect to Foolish Burial 2 Crystron cards, he sends Sulfafnia, and he's going to send Smyger. Activates Smyger's effect to search for the trap card. Then here he's going to perform a synchro summon. No, he attempts to enter battle phase. In battle, obviously we're going to allow my opponent to enter battle phase, so that guarantees us a turn. In battle though, on attack declaration, I decide to go Super Poly. Boom, we discard the Albaz and we use both these monsters to go into Garura. So now he has lost materials. Anyways, he goes to main phase 2 now. He then activates Inclusion, banishing itself to reborn Tristaris. Then he's going to use Sulfafnia, basically discard a card, summon itself, and then destroy a card on field. So he's going to pop Sulfafnia again. I'm not sure if that is legal, do let me know. Now, because Sulfafnia got destroyed, he's going to trigger its effect. Basically, he can summon a Crystron monster from the deck in defense position, summons a copy of Sulfado, and yeah, he synchros into, what's this thing called? Elascalatus again. Elascalatus on summon will get a search. He's going to add a Crystron card from grave or banishment to hand, but we go chaining to Cortesia, sending Garura and herself to go into Grand Gugno. Opponent adds Crystron Inclusion back to hand, and then on res is Chainlink 1 Grand Gugno, Chainlink 2 Garura. We draw into Allure, send Rinbrim. On res we go Rinbrim effect, targeting Albaz to reborn, banish Rinbrim, and now on a new chain we're going to go Albaz, Chainlink 1, sending Branded in White, because Branded in White will be able to set itself in the end phase because it was discarded for the effect of Fallen of Albaz, and Chainlink to regain, shuffling back Rinbrim to get a draw. So we draw into Luba, which is a good search for next turn, and we go into Mirror Jade. Now remember guys, when you're going up against Crystron, summoning a monster in attack position is bad because your opponent plays Cyber Dragon Infinity, and Infinity can attach an attack position monster on the field, so you gotta be careful here. So summoning Mirror Jade in attack position was a bit riskier. So anyways, here my opponent drew 2 cards. The reason why, because he was going to activate talents and he wanted to see what cards he was going to draw into, but no place for him, so he scoops, and we take game number 2. Now we go to game number 3, the decider. Opponents going first. We open Mercuria, Lancia, Super Poly, Quem, and Albion the Brand Shrouded Dragon. Opponent opens Ash, Judgment, Terratop, Droplet, and Sulfafnia. So yeah, he's gonna have to do a little bit before he can combo off. So special summon Terratop. Terratop will search Takatemborg. Takatemborg will special summon itself, and now he will link into Cherubini. Cherubini effect will Foolish Burial a Crystron card, so he goes for Smyger, but before he can activate Smyger, we go Lancia on him, stopping him from doing anything here. So Lancia stopping his place, he sets Droplet and Judgment and passes turn. We draw into Tragedy. Not a good draw, but let's see what we can do. We go to main phase, Albion Shrouded, we send Branded Fusion, and we draw into an Aluba, which we normal summon, activates effect, and my opponent does not chain anything here, so we search for Branded Lost. Activate Lost, opponent does not chain Judgment to this. Moving on, we then go Super Poly because we're trying to put Tragedy in the graveyard, so Tragedy can set back Branded Fusion. So we fusion into Keratis. On res it's Chainlink 1 Lost only. Here we search for Albion the Shrouded. Now the reason why I did this guys is because Cortesia is not going to do anything in our hand. Kitty's not going to do anything in our hand because we can't summon her. So I decided, search for Albion Shrouded. That's where you can discard Albion the Shrouded, which potentially gives you an Albaz name engraved. But here also, what I was thinking was, with Albion Shrouded in the beginning of my turn, I should have went the effect to Mo branded in white instead. And obviously this would have only depended on if I drew into a Luba again. Luba could have searched, obviously searched branded lost, but then the whole point is when I fusion summon brand lost could add Albaz, and then if I mold branded in whites instead, I didn't need to rely on branded fusion. But anyways, yeah, that's all about what ifs. But moving on, we have to play what we did. We then go tragedy, setting branded fusion. My opponent doesn't negate this because he has Ash Blossom in hand, so branded fusion gets hit with Ash. Unfortunate. In a battle phase, attack for 2,500, and we pass turn because we have nothing else. Opponent draws for turn, draws into Crystron Inclusion. Good draw for him. I believe, I'm not a Crystron player, but that kind of looks like a good draw for him. Activates Inclusion, and he searches for Sulfado. He's going to activate Sulfado effect now, popping Inclusion to special summon itself. Sulfado on summon effect with Foolish Burial to Crystron monsters. He goes for Selfafnia and Dice. He's then going to use Smiger's effect to search for the trap card. But does this only search? Yeah, spell or trap. It searches for a spell or trap. He's then going to use Dice effect to search for Cyrstron. And remember, he has a normal summon, so he normal summons Cyrstron and synchros into Elascalatus. Elascalatus will add Dice back to hand from Banish Zone. He's then going to go Cyrstron, pop the synchro, summon what's his name, Sulfado and Selfafnia, and then the synchro effect will trigger to add, well, is it add or place back? I think you can, yeah, special summon a Christian monster from the banished or grave. Cool, summons Cyrstron. Then he overlays into Nova, and here I realize, yeah, you kept Curatus in attack position, so now you're going to get punished. So he overlays into Infinity, activates Infinity to equip. Not equip, attach, and we go chaining to Curatus because, yeah, we're going to lose it anyways. Opponent then is going to go Inclusion effect to summon Selfafnia. He's going to enter battle phase, attack for 2,000, so we take that 2,000, and he's going to set a card and pass. So he has Infinity as a negate, Cyrstron, which can go into Dawn Dragster, Cluster, Judgment, and Droplet. So yeah, tough board for us to play against. We draw for turn, we draw into Brandon in white, haha, lol. Anyways, in draw phase, my opponent does go Cluster to pop our Lost, and he shuffles back Elascalatus. Main phase, we go Albion Shrouded, sending Retribution, to which our opponent chains Cyrstron. We don't chain Retribution here because then he can just chain Infinity to negate, because he will gonna try attempt to add Brand of Fusion to hand. Well, yeah, Brand of Fusion, but so we let this resolve. He summons Sulfado, and then he synchros into Dawn Dragster. As I said, we draw into Bestial Rebellion. This card is going to do nothing for us, unfortunately, because I sided out my Duraswim in this game number 3. Yeah, I guess that was dumb of me. Anyways, he searches Sarenia, and then we normal summon Quem. That was a misclick there, but we normal summon Quem effect, and to this my opponent chains, oh sorry, on the summon he changed Judgment. So yeah, unfortunately, yeah, that's it guys, we didn't have much here. I was going to use Quem to dump Albaz, that way Brandon and White had a name to fusion summon into. Yeah, can't fusion summon into anything with Serenia and Mercuria, so unfortunately we didn't have enough gas to play through this board. So yeah, the Crystron player ended up taking the win. So yeah guys, that is the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do like, comment, and subscribe. Also do let me know about the ruling with the Crystron Selfafnia. Can it discard a card, reborn itself, and then pop itself? Can it do that? I don't know. There was some talk about this somewhere, but yeah, if you guys do know, please mention in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one guys. Cheers.